Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Opinion Machine. My name is Killjoy, and today we're going to be talking a bit more about Smash Bros. Ultimate. This time we're going to be looking at some rumours that are circulating, just for some fun, because who doesn't like a little bit of speculation? Before we get into that, as always, Opinion Machine, the show where we get to talk about anything gaming related, so that's what we're going to do. So recently, we've had Smash Ultimate announced, and as with any Smash game, we get to see plenty of rumours coming out left, right and centre. And I thought it'd be quite fun to just see what's being said and sort of give my own views and opinions on it. So in front of me I have some of the rumours, not all of them, but I wanted to tackle mainly the characters, because there seems to be this thing going around at the moment where a lot of places are reporting, or there's a couple of leakers. I say leakers, they're basically rumours. We've got no proof at this point, apart from that one guy who correctly guessed that, or correctly said that Ridley and all the characters were coming back. So we know that much. And he's been saying things again as well. But, we've had other people come out with pictures and these rumours and things. And I mean, all the stuff we're going to be talking about today is complete speculation. It's not going to be any proof, but I thought we'd talk about it anyway. So let's start off with, we've got a lot of characters being picked up on and a few different ones that are coming up a lot. Probably the most common one at the moment is a lot of people are reporting or saying that Simon Belmont from Castlevania is meant to be coming to Smash Ultimate. Now, this makes a lot of sense to me. This is a character that is hugely popular from the NES era. I mean, there are other games on other systems, but when I think Castlevania, I think Simon Belmont, I think the original Castlevania games that were on the NES, and he is a classic character. I think it'd be a lot of fun because he has a whip, and I think that's something that I would like to see in the game. Like I said, there's a lot of so-called leaks that have been popping up about him, and there's lots of things hinting towards that. And this is something I would really like to see. I do hope that he does come to the game. Konami have let us have Snake, which is fantastic news, and I feel like now that they've put Bomberman in to Smash also really good. And yeah, I feel like, if you get Simon Belmont in there, you pretty much got all the true classic characters that were very famous at the time. Some people may argue Alex Kidd as well, but apart from that, you've got Mario, you've got Sonic, Pac-Man, Mega Man, and that's pretty bloody impressive. So if you get Simon Belmont in there as well, that would be amazing. I really do hope we get him announced at some point, and we'll see in the future. I mean, we've only got 6 months to wait for a lot of this stuff, so we'll see whether this stuff's true or not. But that's one thing I really, really do hope. Moving on. Another character that seems to be popping up a lot is King K. Rool, the main villain of the Donkey Kong Country series. This is the character that I really, really want in the game very badly. It's a character that I have been asking for so long. Who doesn't like a good villain in Smash? I think he has a good moveset to be used there, and I want to see more DK representation. We have Donkey, we have Diddy. I think if you put K. Rool and Dixie in, you're laughing. And honestly, K. Rool is a character that was very, very popular in the Smash ballot. Apparently very popular in Japan too, which I only recently found out. And there are rumours popping up. That one rumour specifically said that we're going to find out that he's going to be announced on July 9th. July 9th is not very far away, so we'll soon know whether that was a complete lie and made up and whatnot, and whether it's true. If it turns out to be true, I am going to lose my mind, because to me, Smash Ultimate is already looking up like it's going to be my favourite game of all time, my favourite Smash game. And if you put in all the characters which they've done, and then you put in K. Rool, I'm done. I don't need anything else. Everything on top of that is just, icing on the cake. But K. Rool is the one character I want. I want that representation of him in Smash as a villain. We always need more villains. We got Ganondorf, we got Bowser, we've now got Ridley announced. Come on, give us DK's main villain. That would be so good. That's the character I will main when the game comes out, if he gets announced. On top of that, we have other characters. Ashley from the WarioWare series. This one is bizarre. I mean, she was an assist trophy in Smash 4 and possibly Brawl as well. Might just be Smash 4. I mean, that would be something very, very out of left field, which Nintendo are known for doing. You think about Duck Hunt Dog and Bowser Jr. I didn't know they were particularly asked for or popular, but they played really well in the game. And to see something like Ashley come out of nowhere would be quite fun, actually. I don't know how she would play. She's kind of like a weird little witch, isn't she? So she'd have probably spells and stuff, but I would be okay with this. I think it would be quite fun to have her appear as a unique character. I think that'd be really good. There's not really much to say on it because I don't know, I haven't really thought too much about it, like what her moveset could be or whether I think she'll be in there, but I could definitely, I think it's so far-fetched in some ways that I could see that character making an appearance. Honestly, from the Wario series, I mean, Wario is kind of a Mario dude and he has his own series and he has the WarioWare series. Personally, if you were going to put someone really left field related to Wario, I would go with Captain Syrup, the main villain of the Wario Land series. You know, that's cool as a pirate. Be really fun to play as. I don't think she's popular enough, and we haven't had a new Wario Land game since the Wii. Maybe we'll hopefully see one on the Switch. That would be really, really cool. And hopefully she comes back as a villain. If she makes an appearance as an assist trophy in Smash, that would be really cool. But I think if you're going to do Wario stuff, you need to start referencing his games and less of WarioWare. Like, not because WarioWare is bad, it's just give us the move. Like, he looks like in this game he's got his running attack as his charge or something now, which is really cool. But I feel like they should be using more of the design ideas from those games. You know, Wario has a lot of items, he has lots of skills and abilities that could be taken from it. So why not grab the main villain? I think it'd be interesting. I think it'd be fun to do something like that. Have the main villain from the Wario series pop up. I'd like that. That'd be really fun. We're also hearing rumblings about Paper Mario. This I would be okay with. I don't know how much different he would play. I'd love the art style of it. We had a Paper Mario stage. I don't see why not. I'd be totally okay with that if that's something they wanted to do. Shove Paper Mario in there. Great. Sounds perfect. But yeah, it's a weird one. That I mean, I'd be okay with it. Like any of these characters, I'd be okay with. But I don't know how realistic that would be. I could see him popping up as an assist trophy. I think as an assist trophy, come around and just whacking things with his hammer would be real fun. But I really don't know how he would play. I mean, luckily you've got a lot. The games that are out, you can pull from a lot of things there, from the original RPG games to more of the newer ones, which are more kind of adventure games. Would be quite fun. Something that is popping up as well is Alf, who is a skin for Olimar. There's rumblings of him now being an Echo Fighter, which I think would be really fun, actually. That's a cool way to put him in there, but I hope that they make him different. Even though he's an Echo Fighter, his moves will hopefully have different properties, which would be really fun. I'd like to see that because I like the idea of Echo Fighters, and I think they're fun, but I think their moves need to just be a little bit more different. Like Lucina and Marth, they're pretty much the same, except for Lucina doesn't have the tipper, I think. As for Dark Pit and Pit, you have that. Dark Pit has his arrow and his left and right B button are different properties to Pit. So I think if you're going to do something with Alf for Olimar, I'd like to see him, maybe his moves come out faster but he doesn't hit as hard, or something that really differentiates him up, because otherwise it's kind of difficult, because Olimar's already a very unique character. I don't know what you can do to change that unless he only pulls out certain types of Pikmin. There are other characters that have been suggested. Whether they are true, I wouldn't have thought so. Somebody, there's things saying out there like Twinbee from the Twinbee games, the eShop shopping bag, stuff like that. I don't think so. I think that's a complete lie. Chibi Robo's been mentioned. I think that's a complete possibility. I would actually kind of like to see that. Do I think he's getting in the game? Not as a playable fighter, probably as an assist trophy. Even though he's like tiny, he'd be quite fun to play as. If you take him from Ziplash, he's got loads of moves there. But another character that's been mentioned is I don't know the name of it, but it's the main character from Sin and Punishment, or one of the Sin and Punishment games. Was an assist trophy in Smash 4 Brawl, I believe. That would be kind of fun. It has like a gun sword thing. I was like, yeah, I'm totally down for that. It'd be fun to have a character that moves that quick with a kind of a blade gun. I mean, it's another sword fighter, but if they play differently, I'm totally fine with it. And I think that's kind of like the main characters that seem to be popping up. Oh, I should probably mention Dixie Kong. Dixie Kong is also another character that's popped up a few times. That seems to be... I'm not sure whether this is meant to be an Echo character or not. Seems to be one of those... because she has some different moves, so I'm kind of curious. Dixie Kong absolutely deserves to be in the game. K. Rool before her, but I think if you're going to do Donkey Kong representation, you do K. Rool and you do Dixie, and you've got your 4 characters. Yes, it would be cool to see like Funky and Cranky and in the game, but I think you stop at 4. I think you've got your main characters and your main villain, and I think that's perfect for the game. A couple of Echo Fighters as well that have been like rumored. Shadow the Hedgehog being an echo of Sonic. I don't really care. Like, put him as a skin. Just have him as a skin and a different voice. You don't need to make him a separate character. Like, if you do, I mean, fair enough. More characters, you can't really complain, can you, really? But I'm not that fussed by him. He's never a character I particularly liked. And the other one was Dark Samus. If they're going to go with more characters in the Metro series, I'm totally fine with that. I feel like Dark Samus wouldn't be an Echo Fighter, though. I think Dark Samus would have her own moveset and play very differently. We'll have to see. That's kind of the main characters that seem to be flying around. There is a rumor, apparently, about how someone from Soul Calibur might be in the game. Apparently, could well be Cassandra or Raphael, according to this. Again, I have no expectations about any of these characters. I'm not expecting any of these people to be in there. I am expecting new characters, but I honestly at this point do not know who they're going to be. Yeah, I'm actually okay with someone from Soul Calibur being in the game. If it means we're missing out on someone like K. Rool, then no. Or if it means like we're missing out on someone like Simon Belmont, then no. I have no idea what their DLC plans are going to be. I'm not sure how I feel, whether they're going to go out and then not do any DLC, or whether they will later down the line. But yeah, if you're going to put someone from Soul Calibur in, like Cassandra's fine. I'm okay with that. Fighting game characters in it, it makes sense, but also you don't want to put too many in there. It's like with Street Fighter, you have Ryu, who works beautifully in Smash, like he plays like a fighting game, like the way that they've done it is awesome. But I wouldn't, even though I like a lot of the characters, I wouldn't want to see any more, unless you clone him and make an Echo Fighter in Ken, which I could see happening. That would be really fun. But we know that Capcom have 2 representatives in the game already with Ryu and Mega Man. Namco only have Pac-Man at the moment, so if they're helping out on the game, it seems only fair for them to put someone in from either Soul Calibur or Tekken. Maybe I don't really want to see these characters in there, but I will take them. I'm not going to be, don't get them in the game. It's like, no, they would probably work. I mean, Sega only has Sonic, so potentially we could see someone else from their back library. I personally would like to see somebody from Streets of Rage. So I think that would be quite fun. They would work pretty well. Or Alex Kidd. But yeah, I think those are the main sort of like rumors at the moment with characters. Like, I'm really excited to find out who else we're getting in this game. Probably a Pokemon. Probably mostly first-party stuff. I don't see many third parties in there. Maybe Simon Belmont, I think, is the only one that I feel like has some chance of getting in. I mean, I would like Bomberman, but I think the way they've implemented him as an assist trophy is really, really cool. And I think there are rumors of stages as well for some of these characters, like Gangplank Galleon for like K. Rool, and then like fighting on top of a giant Rob, and there's a Shovel Knight stage apparently as well. No, sorry, not Shovel Knight. Castlevania stage, Dracula's castle. Like, apparently there's all these other like bits going on. There's apparently like new stadium modes and other bits and bobs. But honestly, until we get, I'm gonna look forward to the 9th. I look forward to seeing if we get an announcement for K. Rool. If we do, I will start believing more of these, especially that rumor that said his 5 new characters are coming one every month. Great, fantastic. But as of right now, I'm just like everybody else. I'm taking these with a grain of salt. It's a bit of fun. I like the fact that we're hearing rumblings. This character seems to be mentioned a lot. I have no idea who's going to be in it. Like, if any of these people end up in the game, I'm not going to be disappointed. The game already looks great. All the characters I want to play as in the game are already there. No one can really complain, so anyone else from here on out is just a bonus, really. And I think if Nintendo surprises us and they do end up with quite a lot of newcomers and quite a lot of Echo Fighters as new playable characters, we've seen Daisy. If they do add Shadow and they do add Alf as a Echo Fighter, then great. There's no reason to be disappointed at this point. We're just getting more content for our money, which is something that I'm super excited about. And if they do DLC down the line, I hope that we get to see characters that deserve to be in it and, at the front of the list. There are still characters I want to see in over third parties, but, I think at this point, we just take what you get because you can't be disappointed. For me, I would just like to see more. I want to see all the levels in this game. I know they're not coming, but let's just see more new levels. We've got amazing classic levels. I really, really am very excited to see what's going to be coming. The updates every day, you know, about the characters and the new music and stuff they're showing off every week is fantastic. So very happy about that. But yeah, I just thought I'd just chat about this because I'm super excited about Smash Ultimate. I'm liking what I'm seeing in these rumors. I want a lot of it to be true, but I know full well that a lot of this is going to be, you know, just stay well away. I don't want to get myself too overhyped. But I enjoy reading them when they come out and like little hints and things. And we'll see what happens when Monday comes next week, and also down the line, and if we're going to get any more cool, fun announcements. Obviously, we'll get a Nintendo Direct sometime in September, probably, so we'll get to see, hopefully, some more stuff then, and hopefully a character announcement then as well. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. Thank you very much for listening, as always. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe. Helps us out a great deal. But until then, I'll see you next video.